Well, hello people. This is a different type of video for me. I don't usually do this. It's going to be a voiceover-y kind of thing. I set myself the challenge to try and hit 50,000 Gamerscore in a month. It was horrible, but I got there. This is just going to detail all the things I went through and what happened, what games I played, etc. Yeah, so let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so as I said, I would be going through the games I completed to get 50,000 Gamerscore a month. So I've never tried to do any kind of voiceover thing like this before, so let's see how it comes out. This could be awful. But yeah, I'll just go through what I played. This might be quite a long video, simply because I played a lot of games. The first game I finished was Subnautica. Yeah, this wasn't too bad. To be honest, it took about an hour. It's actually a long game. It's like a underwater exploration kind of mystery-ish kind of game, but you can complete the entire thing in about an hour or two with a guide using like commands for like console commands pretty much. So yeah, you can just warp around the map and get to things that you need to get to and all that kind of thing. If I randomly turn the commentary off, it's because I'm coughing. Hopefully when I turn it off I remember to turn it back on. But I do have a glass of water with me, so hopefully that will be easy to help sort my throat out. But never mind. Yeah, nothing on this since you could just jump around everywhere. It doesn't actually nothing stands out as difficult. You had to get to the end and make sure you did like 2 different endings or something, but other than that, yeah, it's not a difficult game. It's also part of Game Pass, so yeah, it was 3000 G basically. After that I did, when it loads we'll find out, 0000. This was it kind of reminded me of N+ in a way, but it only gives you like one shot at a level, then it'll go to the next level, but then it kind of repeats through to levels you haven't finished. It's kind of weird, but yeah, there was nothing difficult with this. I think it was a Ratalaika game, I can't remember. But yeah, it's basically play through, like, how many levels is it? 34 levels and 1 level in hard mode. So yeah, it's a super easy completion. Takes about an hour. After that one, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these games, as you can guess, because simply there's too many of them. Next one was Never Alone. I had this from Games with Gold a long time ago. It was another easy 1000G. Basically it's a 2D kind of, well, it's not 2D, it's like a 2.5D platformer set in, I can't remember where it was set, but yeah, it's all in the snow. It's all the Inuit kind of lore and stuff, so it's alright. It's basically play through the game and get some collectibles, but the collectibles are really easy to go back for. There is DLC for it, which was doing these. It's like basically you spend all your time on a boat and you have to keep rowing the boat, and it's just annoying. The DLC is not fun at all. So to be honest, I thought I'd enjoy this game more than I did, but no, it just wasn't. It wasn't that interesting. I think it got a lot of praise when it first came out, but it wasn't for me. Don't know what the next one was. Oh, Gun Crazy. Yeah, can't remember. I think was this the little run and gun one. I think this was one of the first ones that that Rob Gernardino Plays recommended for me to do. Yeah, this was pretty fun. This was a game I actually would have kept playing if it was longer. Well, I can keep playing it, but if there was more achievements, I would have preferred achievements to continue on. But yeah, there was nothing difficult about it. It was literally just shoot your way through everything. I think that's the one anyway. I'll have to double check these. Oh yeah, I did some Grid. This is not an easy completion. What did I work on this? I can't remember. I did all the DLC for it, I think. 26th of the 6th. No, it's not them. Did I not do the DLC for this? I could have swore I did. Or did I just... I don't know. I could have swore I did some of this. Let's see if it's the wrong way around. Okay. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just played this for a bit. Didn't do any grid then. I must have done that before. Zoo Tycoon. It's a game I've done on the Xbox One before. So thought I'd go for it on Xbox 360. Did it all but the challenge modes on it, just because they were going to take too much time for not much G, so I'm going to go back and do them. It was a game that I could play at the same time as playing an Xbox One game, because I could just leave it and make it breed some more animals to come back to when they've done. So yeah, I had this running at the same time as playing something else, and I can't remember what I was playing. I swear I was playing Grid. I swear I was doing the DLC for Grid. That's confused me. Really has confused me. I swear I'm double checking it again. 29 for the 6th? I can't have then. I remember doing a really stupidly hard achievement. No, okay, didn't do that one. I know that now. Unravel I put on. It's a game I've had for ages. I put it on to do a bit more, and I got nothing out of it. Actually, it might have been Road Rage I was playing at the same time as Zoo Tycoon. Yeah, it's like a open world Road Rash clone. It's actually alright if you don't mind playing bad janky games. It's not very long. There's only one horrible achievement on it, which was hitting 1,000 pedestrians, which meant you had to drive up and down this airport hitting pedestrians with a baseball bat or something. It took about 2-3 hours, but the rest of the game doesn't take hardly any time at all. Right. What else do we go for? As I said, I'm going quickly through this. If there's any noticeable achievements, I'll mention them. Pity Pit. Well, what the hell was this? Wasn't it a bit like a... might have been a bit like a Dig Dug game. I think you had to keep digging down. Remember, it's a bit like Dig Dug and Mr. Driller mixed. I can't remember. It's bad when these were all played this month and I can't remember them. But I guess that's what doing this many games in a month will do to you. There was nothing difficult about this. It took about half an hour. More easy G if you want it. What else we got? Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. That's another one I sat and did in one playthrough. It's a beat 'em up starring Shaquille O'Neal. It's quite fun actually for what it is. It's very, very easy points. I can't remember if there's anything difficult. Let's have a look. No, it was all kind of grindy stuff, like take out certain people using certain things. All of it could be easily farmed at certain points of the game, and there is a what's it called? Chapter select. And using a guide, it tells you everywhere. Oh, I shouldn't have done this with a cough. I have to keep stopping the thing. Valiant Hearts: The Great War. It's another game I think I got off of Games with Gold or something ages ago. I put it on. I don't think I got any achievements out of it. I think it was bugging me. I did not get any achievements out of it. It's just something I tried to do. Deep Space Rush. I think this was like a little 2D platformer where you have to keep clearing little not waves. It's like sections of a ship, which are zones they're called. It's really easy. The zones are like, you can clear a zone in about 10 seconds, even less maybe, because it's just a little section of the platformer. But I'm pretty sure it was roguelike, so every time I started it was different, but yeah, really easy game again. It is showing that I have 50,000 and 30. I have got 30G on something else since beating my goal, but I'm not counting that. Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix. This was weird. I can't even remember what... It's one of those weird games where not much happens. You just walk around wiggling the right stick, using it to move your wand about. Basically, yeah, it's just all like mini games and wandering about and firing spells at people. It's not horrendous, to be honest with you. went all the way through it, then realised there was an achievement for doing it on hard, so I had to go back and do that. But it didn't take long to do a playthrough of the game. It was done in one sitting. What was the Mushroom Quest? This was like, I think it was like a sliding block puzzle game. Yeah, I didn't enjoy this one. It only took about half an hour to an hour with a guide. But yeah, it's not a game I enjoyed at all. It's literally just completing levels and standing on buttons and stuff. Didn't enjoy that one. Xenon Racer. This one, I didn't do the whole game, so I'd played some before, but I think I only had about 90G on it. Let's work it out. Yeah, it must have been about 90G, I reckon. A bit backwards now, I'm confused. Over 10 hours. Where's the stuff I had before? 20th to the 3rd, 23rd, 23rd, yeah. Yeah, so I had 20, 20, 20, okay, I must have had 60G on it. So, yeah, this wasn't too bad, because I always thought it was going to be horrendous, because there's a lot of online achievements, but you can do them all just by booting up on your own with bots, so it's not too bad. Oh, the cat's in here with me. Some of the, like, what they called, later races are pretty tough. It kind of reminds me of Ridge Racer. It's not a game for everyone, but it's alright. Sorry, Pickles, girl. You have to sit down. Yeah, it was just basically play through it. Then I had to play for a certain amount of hours. I think I completed the whole game in 4 hours. Then there's an achievement for 8 and 10 hours, so I had to just leave it idling, sat in the corner of a race while I played something else on the Xbox 360. And I think what I played in the 360 might be what's coming up next. I can't remember. Yes, it was Adventure Time. Finn and Jake investigate. To be honest, it's an alright little game. It's a little like point and click style old school adventure game. It was done in one sitting, but it's longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, if you did it with a guide, you could smash through it real quick. There was nothing on this that was difficult. There's a few missables, like you have to collect snails, and if you miss them you have to play the whole game, but other than that, it's not difficult in any way, shape or form. There's also a Xbox One version of it, so I might double dip on that at some point, but I'm currently going to be start playing games for fun for a while. Age of Empires Definitive Edition. I can't remember what I did out of this. I just started this before and I probably only got a few achievements on it whilst going for the did I get any achievements on it? I got 2. But yeah, that's another one which you can technically finish this really quick, like in an hour or so, because it's all console commands on the PC, but I can't be bothered to do it yet. Mechabolt. I can't remember what this is. Let's think about it. Collecting batteries. Oh, it was like a 2D platformer where I can't remember. I can't remember what you had to do in it. I remember it was really short and it wasn't fun, really. Oh, the cat's coming back again. No, I just remember collecting batteries. Pickles, no girl, come on. I'm gonna have to put you outside a second, because otherwise you're just gonna be meowing at me. Meow to you too. Meow to you too. Hey, go out there. Out there. Good girl. Right. Shouldn't be any cats coming back in now. Click the door shut. I thought she was outside. Yeah, Mechabolt wasn't hard, but I can't remember much about it. Reed 2. This was one of those another one of those naff platformers. This, if I remember right, this was really slippy, and the hit detection on like spikes and stuff was really bad. Yeah, but it's just like a platformer where it sets you in little zones, and you have to try and collect the like cubes or something. I can't remember. Yeah, it was really easy, but I had to use a guide to find out where some of the hidden horses and stuff are. But other than that, yeah, it takes about an hour. Jackbox Party Pack 3, I think I just finished some stuff off that I started, because this is something I'd started before. Yeah, I got two achievements. I answered 5 trivia questions in a row correctly, and whatever the other one is, 25 or more correct in the math killing floor for game. Yeah, it's a party game. It's currently on Game Pass, but the only reason I haven't finished it is because you have to play it with your phone, and that just annoys me. What we got next? Oh yeah, I downloaded WRC 8 off of Games with Gold. So far this is the only WRC game I haven't finished, but I haven't put any time into it, so I only got a bit of G out of this. Winning a few things like a historic event, which apparently is a rare achievement. Winner in Sweden, yeah. Nothing special, I haven't hardly done anything on that yet. Then we had Coffee Talk. This was a visual novel. I think this was Games of Gold as well, at the same time as WRC. Yeah, it's a visual novel where you play as a barista, but they come in and they ask you for different coffees and things. It's pretty easy with a guide. Without a guide, I don't know how you'd work it out, to be honest with you. It would be a bit of a nightmare. But there's a mode at the end where you've got to do like a challenge mode, and they come in and ask for drinks with vague descriptions, and yeah, that's a bit annoying, but you can keep pausing your game, so you can look it up with the guide. So it's still really easy, but it's not for everyone, that. Back to the Future, the game, I did the first episode of it. I do have the full thing, but I usually don't mind the Telltale games, but this one, no. It's got lots of missable achievements, so you have to use a guide for it. And after I did, I don't know what it was some weird thing. Yeah, you got to mix up a batch of Emmett's rocket fuel flawlessly. So basically he yells out things that you've got to do and how you've got to mix them. But then his dad starts yelling at him at the same time, and it kind of mixes in. You've got to decipher what they're saying, and yeah, that was a bit annoying, so I couldn't be bothered with the game after that. But I will go back and finish it. Null Drifter. What the hell was Null Drifter? Oh yeah, it was like some kind of weird little like twin stick shootery game, I think. Remember rightly. It was another one that was really, really quick, didn't take long. I probably had it done in about half an hour. I don't think there's anything difficult in it. Yeah, unlocking ship upgrades and stuff, but I think it was all cumulative, so it doesn't take long. Yeah, that was easy. Really am trying to remember what the hell I played. Super Willow D-Make. It was a 2D platformer. I can't remember if there's anything difficult about it. No. Just defeating enemies and stuff, collecting coins. That was really easy as well. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Again, it was just more of the same Harry Potter games. This had more mini games of like Quidditch, where you had to ride your broom. That's probably the most difficult part of it, but it's not impossible. I think it's the Master of Flying badge. You've got to complete all these certain types of flying events. It's a bit like Superman 64. You've got to fly through rings, but yeah, that's not difficult. But it is the hardest one in the game. Yeah, you had to do like potion brewing and stuff, so you get a badge for doing it in a certain amount of time and things. It's not difficult. You've got to collect all these. Well, the collectibles are broken down into like these badges, and you find the badges around the place. But you get mini badges where you've got to like use your wand on random objects, and they spit mini badges out. But each mini badge, every time you collect them, you collect like 1,000 of them or something, and it'll give you another badge. So I think it was something like 25,000 of them you had to collect. That wasn't fun. What else we got? Inver. This was a little like gravity flipping game, remember rightly. This is the one I think that annoyed me, because I sat there. It only took about an hour to complete, but I found out afterwards you can use a cheat to get to the end, and all the achievements unlock or something stupid like that. You can do it really, really quick and easy with codes. But I sat there and played through that. That was quite fun though. I didn't mind it. Did I do any more Metal Slug? I can't remember if I did. Nope, didn't do any more on the Metal Slug. Deployment. What was this? I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, this was some weird like tank game where you're it's kind of like an isometric view, and you go into these different rooms. You have to keep jumping between the rooms to shoot them. It doesn't take long at all. It's literally like select a class and kill, like, you can do it with bots, so you can kill like 10 bots in a game and things. It's really easy. Like, you do the tutorial. If you die in the tutorial, you get 50G. If you don't die in the tutorial, you get 100G. And to be honest, it was harder to die in the tutorial than it was not to die. So yeah, it's another easy one. Batman Telltale series, did the whole thing of this, the first one. This was good fun, actually. Really enjoyed the story of this. Actually, I won't go into that just in case it shows any spoilers for the game itself. But yeah, it's basically completing all the episodes. It's got a really good story to it. I recommend playing it. Super Weekend Mode is a weird game. It's like a shooter with a boss in the middle of the screen, and you use your left and right bumpers to dodge things that are coming down at you, kind of Space Invaders style, because it automatically shoots. So it's a bit weird, but again, really easy. I think I did this one in, I think it's 7 or 8 minutes when I went back to it. It was something really short. I only knew how to do it well because I've done it on the PS4 and the Vita before, so I had a bit of it. Okay, I've got Minecraft Dungeons. Did I do any of this? Can't remember. Let's have a look. Yeah, I got the passive aggressive. That was killing cows and sheep. Completed certain levels. Defeated some mobs. Collected some emeralds. Yeah, it's like a really naff, boring Diablo clone set in the Minecraft universe. I don't like it at all, but I will go back and finish it. Life is Strange 2, I did episode 1 and a bit, I think? I can't remember. But it got taken off a Game Pass whilst I was doing it, so I didn't get that far for it. It's kind of annoying, but I'll pick it up. Many Faces. This was weird. I think it was like a single screen shooter kind of game, and it just keeps chucking faces at you, and you have to shoot them down, you have to kill them, and then leave the exit. So to be honest, the actual game itself is really easy. Yeah. Again, I think that took about half hour. Bullet Beat. What was Bullet Beat? I don't remember. Oh yes, I do remember what Bullet Beat was. It was a really bad shooter. Basically, it's just shooting shapes. Yeah, that was not a good game. Yeah, just don't play that. It's boring. As I said, I'm not going to go into much detail with these. Golf with your friends. It's just like a mini golf game. To be honest, all you need to do is play through every type of course and stuff to get a lot of these achievements. There is some tough achievements where you've got to get under par on all the courses. So you've got to do all 18 holes and get under par on it. I did it on 2 of them, I think, but then I thought that was wasting too much time, so I didn't do it. So I got it on the Twilight Classic and the Museum one. I think that's all the ones I did before I gave up. But I will go back and try and do that. That's also on Games with Gold, so that was extra easy G. Oh, I have to keep drinking this drink. I shouldn't be putting this glass cup on a glass desk, should I? It's probably loud. Airy Little Bird Adventure. Basically, it's a little flying, like, kind of casual game where you're a bird and you just collect collectibles. You collect a certain number of them, then it moves you to the next level. I quite enjoyed this. It was really relaxing. with a guide you could smash this out super quick, but I did it without a guide and still did it in about 2 hours. Only because I lost the odd few collectibles and couldn't find them. But it was a good game. I quite enjoyed it. Turbo Super Stunt Squad. I thought this was going to be a racing game. It's not. It's a really bad Tony Hawk's clone. All the stuff I've done on it isn't difficult. Yeah, as you just complete objectives, it just unlocks stuff. I think the hardest thing to do is to get the turbo score on something, which I didn't do. Yeah, turbo score on all levels, which is something like get 500,000 points in not a combo, but in a run on every level. But it's not going to be that hard because I think you can upgrade your snail. I decided to do some Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Why? Because I'm a masochist. So what did I do? What did I get? Which bits did I do? Let's find out. It wouldn't be them. No, no. Okay. I died against a plant. Missed a lot of boxes. I did the bosses and stuff for Crash Bandicoot 1. I basically did a playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 1. Got 99 lives. Found all the keys. Got all the gems. Yeah. Then I thought. Oh, I did what's it called as well? Some of the relics. I didn't do all of them. I've done them all before on the PlayStation, but just haven't finished them on here yet. Yeah, I did Stormy Ascent as well, so I got the time trial on Stormy Ascent, and you get one for beating it as well. Then I started doing Crash Bandicoot 3. I didn't finish through it, or did I finish through it? I can't remember. How far did I get? I didn't finish through Crash Bandicoot 3. I got a bit bored playing that one. It's actually my least favourite one is Crash Bandicoot 3. That's probably sacrilegious to some people. Clash Force. What was Clash Force? Can't even remember what this was. I remember it being very, very easy. I think it might be... I don't know what it is. I don't know what Clash Force is. Hopefully I'll overlay some images or something so you can see what these games are when I can't think what they are. Hoggy 2, that was a weird game. You're like a slug thing or snail or something, or blob, and you have to go into these jars to complete little mini levels to collect keys to open doors. Again, a very, very easy game. It took less than an hour. Hero, was this a shooter? Yeah, this was a shooter. This wasn't too bad. The only difficult one was, I think it might have been beating the armoured ship, which means you had to get to like level 3 or something. But it's not hard to do. It's like a poor man's Ikaruga. Basically, you can change the colour of your ship to absorb different coloured bullets that are being fired at you. But yeah, it's really, really easy. Okay, we got Siberian, the Time Travelling Warrior. This is one I did not like, only because the combat in it is like almost rhythm based. You can't just like keep mashing to do your combo; you'll get destroyed. You have to wait and watch the colour of the weapon you've got kind of change, and then it works on a combo. It's not difficult. It's just I kept finding it didn't like to work properly. It was easier to do the levels on hard because it lets you go through with all the upgrades, which means you can throw stuff at people and it makes it really easy. But yeah, it's a 2D kind of beat 'em up game, but I wasn't a fan of that one. Bouncy Bullets, it's a first person shooter game where you have to fire bouncy bullets basically. It has those weird like enemies that you see in the picture there. You shoot them with the corresponding colours, and you get over obstacles of like platforming to get to an end, and it just keeps going. It's pretty bad. Monster High New Ghoul in School. I don't know why I played all the way through this. This game is completely pointless. It's like fetch quest after fetch quest after fetch quest. Yeah, that's all there is to it. and it does have a small rhythm kind of cheerleading mini game. But other than that, everything else is like story related. You do have to keep picking up these like coins off the floor, which you use to buy clothing, which takes a long time to grind up all the clothing, because the only way to bring the coins back once you've collected them once is to exit the game and reload it, which gets a bit annoying. But yeah, other than that, oh, actually there was some other collectibles. You had to collect spiders, and you had to collect dusty pennants or whatever they are. They're like little flaggy looking things. But yeah, they're a bit annoying. Also, the achievement for all other achievements unlocked before I had all the achievements. That was a bit weird. I still needed to obtain all the clothing, but to do that I had to sit there and grind out the coins. So I don't know why that unlocked before I had all the clothing, but I wasn't going to complain. What else was there? The Snoopy's Grand Adventure. It's a 2D platformer, where basically, yeah, it's not very good. All you do is you collect jelly beans, and all the achievements are tied to collecting like 300 jelly beans on every level. Tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Bubsy games, like the Woolly Strike Back with all the balls of yarn. It really reminds me of that. It's alright, but I didn't finish it just because I got bored, so I'll have to go back and finish that one. Red Bow, that was a little horror kind of story game. It's not even a survival horror, it is like an adventure game where you go around just talking to people, but it has multiple endings and things, so yeah, if you want to do this one, you can get it done pretty quick, but you can do it with a guide. When you get to the end of a guide, though, that you think you can have everything in one playthrough, all the guides on the internet just say, now start a whole new playthrough and do this. But yeah, a whole playthrough you can do in about 20 minutes, I think, so it ain't too bad. Iron Snout, this is a game I'd done before on the Vita and the PS4. Basically, you're a pig in the middle of the screen, and you either hit to the left or right, and yeah, you kill foxes that are coming at you. Oh, no, it's not foxes, wolves. But you can catch weapons in the air and throw them back at them. It's alright. It's the kind of game that's alright for like 5-10 minutes, but sitting there and killing 1,000 wolves does take a bit of time, and it gets a bit boring. What else we got? Thunderpaw. This was like a 2D platformer. If I remember rightly, this was really annoying because you've got a gun that you fire to, but every time you fire the gun, it pushes you backwards. But all you've got to do is collect. You've got to kill all the enemies in the stage to get to the end. But on the levels, there's like a hidden box. But they call it hidden. It's not. It's just like a square that you see. I don't know how you even miss any of the collectibles in this. But yeah, that took about half hour as well. Zerotopian Invasion. This is a Space Invaders clone, but it's got like a couple of bosses and stuff. You only have to get to the level 3, I think it is. That's all you've got to do. It's really easy, really easy. The hardest part is taking down the boss, the second level boss. But other than that, yeah, that's really easy. Took half hour, maybe 45 minutes. I did the first chapter of Rime. It's a game I've done before. I've done this on the PlayStation as well. It's a kind of artsy, bit like, I don't know, like eco kind of game, where you just kind of do environmental puzzles and try to find out where you're going. But yeah, to get all the collectibles and stuff in this, you need to use a guide. So I used a guide for the first chapter, and it gave me 250G. The only reason I wasn't really enjoying it was because I'd done it before, and I'd done it with a guide before. This Ultra Hat Dimension might have been one of the worst games I've played. I think did I start it before? No, I didn't. I started it during the thing. During my challenge for 50,000 Gamerscore. Yeah, it's like a little puzzle game, like top-down one, where you have to change hats to have these enemies not punch you. Because if you try to walk past them, they'll knock you to it. Like, it's like in a grid-based kind of game, and it will knock you past different bits of the grid, so you can't walk past them. So you have to like push them around and get hats to walk past them. It's horrible. To be honest, with a guide you can have it done really quick, but I wouldn't recommend it. I hated it. Inferno 2+, I really enjoyed this. This was like a Geometry Wars clone. Yeah, basically you have to complete 20 levels and find a secret exit, but other than that it's really easy. You have to make sure you do things like upgrading all your weapons simultaneously for achievements and things, but if you've had a quick look at the list, it's really easy. Basically, I didn't die once all the way to level 20, and I had to kill myself 5 times at the end. So that's how easy that game is. Mochi Mochi Boy, or Mochi Mochi Boy. It's one of those games where you've got to like colour in. It's like a grid, and you've got to colour in every square, collecting everything. With a guide, you can have this done super fast. Without a guide, it would take you a bit of time to figure them out. It's not fun enough to play without a guide, so just get it done. Duck Souls Plus. This is I'm trying to think what, almost a bit like Meat Boy, but yeah, you have to collect a certain amount of eggs. Basically, you got to go through the levels. It kind of reminds me of that Reed game that I played as well. But yeah, it's not a difficult game. Took about an hour. It's good fun though, for what it is. Yeah, it's like Meat Boy kind of. Once you die, you restart quick to try to do the level again. Same as Reed is. This is Reed Remastered. There wasn't much difference between this and the second one. I found that this one had like an annoying screen shake to it all the time, which I didn't like, but yeah, again, it was just completing loads of levels and finding secret areas. The secret areas are pretty easy to spot on this one. They're like, you can see through a wall, and you can always jump through that wall, basically. But yeah, again, very, very easy. Took about half hour to an hour. Energy Cycle Edge. It's one of those, like, you know, the light puzzle games where you press turn one light off and it changes different ones on. Yeah, I did this with a guide. It didn't take too long with a guide. It was about an hour and a bit. The most annoying achievement on the game was actually to take 15 minutes solving a puzzle, because I had to put it down for 15 minutes. And if your controller goes off, it doesn't count. So yeah, I realised that my controller turned itself off a few times, so I had to redo that once I got to 11 minutes or something, because I thought I'd done 15 minutes. I don't know if this is explained in any of these games, but all I'm saying is they're very easy. Access Denied is a safe cracking game. Basically, it puts a safe in front of you, and you've got to spin it round and use switches and numbers to unlock the safe. And as soon as you unlock the safe, it goes to the next level. But yeah, I used a guide for that. It didn't take long at all. Bird Game Plus. This might have been one of the worst games. It's like a on-rails Star Fox style game as a bird. You can't do much on it though. Basically, you dodge everything, and the bosses are horrendous. It's basically dodge stuff and make them follow you into like pillars and things. Yes, I really hated this game. It was horrible. There's not much I can say about it. You can't fire or anything. You can pick it. You can grab hold of things like fish in the water for a speed boost, or you can. I don't know if you can do anything else. Could you do anything else? I don't know. I can't remember. I think you might be able to grab things they throw at you, but I can't remember. It was so bad. I wanted that done, but that only took about half hour as well, so not too bad. Gravity Duck. This was alright. I enjoyed this. It was a 2D platformer where you switch gravity, but instead of just being like up and down, you can switch gravity like left and right as well. Again, it's literally just going through and completing 50 levels. Didn't take that long. It was about half hour to an hour. Good fun. I enjoyed that one. What else we got? Ride 3. I didn't do anything on Ride 3. I was going to. Rare Replay. I started doing some stuff on here. I hadn't played Rare Replay in ages, so what did I do? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I played all the multiplayer stuff for Conker's Bad Fur Day. That was really quick and easy, because you can just set it up to be like, you have to do 5 of each event, but you can set it to like 1 death or whatever and just blitz through that. You had to collect all the money throughout the game. I was real close to the end of Conker's Bad Fur Day, so I finished that off. That unlocked when I got to the end. And I got the one for completing all of the chapters of Conker's Bad Fur Day as well. which I was struggling with the boss at the end. For some reason I couldn't get it to work. I've done Conker's Bad Fur Day loads of times, but for some reason I was struggling. It just seemed really laggy when I was playing it. I watched the credits, I earned a new player rank, completed the snapshots for Digger T Rock, started doing some stuff on Killer Instinct, like playing as every character, getting win streaks. So yeah, I was doing a level finisher for that, which I then got Supreme Victories, which I did against 2 players, and yeah, that was just play at every location. PC building simulator, I've had this for ages. I did a few extra bits on this. Would have to, yeah, just installing different graphics cards and things. I didn't do much on it. Yeah, I got like 30G out of it. Hotel Transylvania. This is horrible. This is a bad game. This is a Pikmin clone. But instead of saying like having a universal call all your enemies back, you have to change to each individual type of one you've sent out to bring each one of them back. It's not good. Then like you throw them to attack something, and the idea is you bring them back because then they get a shield, so they don't get damaged, but they never return to you. Then they get stuck on stuff, and the enemies kill them. It's not a fun game. It's very easy, but it's not fun. Batman Enemy Within. After we did Telltale, the first Telltale one I did, started doing this one. Me and my girlfriend are playing through these together because she's a big fan of Batman. But yeah, I did chapter 1 and chapter 2. The Turing test I think I've done. I can't remember if I started this in this thing or not. Let's have a look. I didn't. I did chapter 2 and the optional thing in chapter 2 only this month. What else is there? Borderlands, which I have done this month, but that's for the 30G over, because I started playing that with my girlfriend. Other than that, it's not too bad of a set of stuff. I thought I played more games than that to get me 50,000, but I can't have. Let's work it out. 1, 2, what if we call them? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can't bother counting. It does look great. Yeah, it should be enough there. I was going to put a running tally of how many of these, how much it was, but yeah, I'll put a picture at the beginning to show that I do have the 50,000 if I've not got that there. But in 1 month, 50,000 is possible. You could go a lot further. I had a few days where I didn't bother playing anything. It wasn't too hard to do, but that's because I was playing a lot of these cheap and easy games. But yeah, if you want to play easy stuff and get easy achievements, feel free to play any of them. That's all I wanted to do. This is a bit of a different video for me, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable doing it, and I don't really know what's going on. Don't know how this is going to come out. I've waffled on about nothing. I could have went into depth telling you about each game, but then it would have went on forever, and it's already gone on for 43 minutes apparently, according to my capture. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye.